Oh, hi there. It's crazy. I haven't seen you guys since last year. Okay, hear me out. It was a really dumb joke. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Just don't click off the video. Keep watching, please. I promise it gets better. So 2023 is here. Pretty exciting, pretty fun stuff. You know what I mean? Like kind of a fresh slate for everybody. No big drama, no any kind of like hatefulness. You know, it kind of feels nice and kind of peaceful. And yeah, never mind. Skip Bayless, he chose violence already. So shit, maybe 2024 we can have something nice for a little bit longer than like 48 hours. I don't know. And you see, in all seriousness though, this tweet kind of got me thinking, and it made me realize that like wild and like crazy shit happens worldwide like every second really of every single day. And I realized that, well, there are a lot of weird and wild out-of-pocket moments that happened in 2022 that I think kind of got swept under the rug a little bit by the time the year ended, because it seemed like just crazier and wilder, insane things were just happening day by day by day. I picked out some of my favorite kind of wild and maybe out-of-pocket moments of 2022, compiled a list, and using Google Trends, I dictated which things are most popular in what month, associated that topic with that month, and we're gonna run through my favorite topic of every month for the year of 2022. It's gonna be a fun time. And well, obviously we're going to start off with the beginning of the year, January 2022. And same with every other January there ever is and ever will be. January last year kind of started off with, you know, most people wanting to revise themselves, wanting to reinvent themselves, be the best versions of themselves that they can be. It's basically just a shared human experience that most people go through in the beginning of the year when the slate is kind of clean and they're able to start the new year off right. And so while I figured who better to talk about reinventing themselves and shared human experiences, the most human on this planet, Mark Zuckerberg.
And I was human. I am human, still.
And well, Mark, he starts the year off with an absolute bang. And I'm sure not for any legal or PR reasons, he changes Facebook to Meta.
I am proud to announce that starting today, our company is now Meta.
And don't get me wrong, that alone is already like mind-boggling. I'm sure it impacted everyone's day-to-day life right off the bat. But he helped us reach peak human existence by announcing the metaverse. I mean, because like in the real world, like you have to interact with people, you have to buy stuff, you have to go to work. But like in the metaverse, you get to interact with your friends, you get to buy things, and you get to like work in the metaverse. So like it's virtually the same thing, but in the metaverse you don't have legs, so you know, we all hate dealing with pants, I think. So thank you, Mark Zuckerberg, the total, complete human being that is a human and not a lizard alien person thing.
I am human.
You see, with perks like those, it's no wonder that the metaverse was just kind of a smash hit throughout all of 2022. And you know what else aged completely well throughout the year?
I mean, I was Josh Safdie's muse when he wrote Uncut Gems.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like things like
Right.
that.
I know that this was actually like a pretty big meme throughout the year for most people. I personally didn't really see it as a meme too much. It wasn't really too big of a meme for me. The real reason that I wanted to bring this up was because it was kind of crazy to me, the actual conversation that the two of these women were having.
Would you consider yourself Ye's muse?
Yeah, a little, maybe.
Kanye viewed her as his muse, and then they ended up breaking up, and so like he didn't have a muse anymore, and so he stopped working on his art, and then he was like, you know, I'm gonna run for office, and then he started talking like really crazy about other people, you know, who believed other things than him. But man, that thing that Fox said, she so crazy, right?
Uncut Gems.
Right.
Next up, well, we have the slap. I mean, probably the biggest moment of 2022, and one of the biggest moments of like Will Smith's career, I feel like. Regardless of what Will Smith does, he's gonna be kind of in the face of all media, and people are going to meme him. It's been that way kind of forever, but it's Will Smith. Like, he's like the family man. You know, everybody knows and loves Will Smith, and unfortunately for Chris Rock, This slap created some of the best memes in 2022 in my personal opinion. And so I think, Will Smith taking the band to the Oscars is probably well worth it. Even though he's not going to be able to be there at the Oscars when Jada accepts her award for G.I. Jane 2. No. Hey, it was just a joke. It was just a joke. I really didn't mean it. It was a joke. Oh my god. As for April, nothing too crazy really. Kind of just more of an example of rich people doing rich people shit. Elon Musk offers to buy Twitter for seemingly no reason, and which, I don't see how this could possibly go wrong. Twitter, the thriving business with the incredible community of people. Elon Musk wanting freedom of speech on there. I don't see what the problem could even be with that purchase. Yeah, we're gonna move on to May now. And while May brought us literal gold. We're talking about an absolute masterpiece, a work of art. Probably the greatest movie, nay, the greatest piece of art any person has ever had the pleasure of witnessing.
It's Morbin time.
Morbius, yeah. Now technically, yes, the movie came out in the beginning of April, but people they needed some time to really process the art. They really needed to let the gears get grinding and rolling in their head before they can really understand the true beauty of Morbius. Morbius isn't just a movie, it's a lifestyle, it's a commitment, it's really something special. This popped off in May of it being Morbing time. Morbing time gave us all the strength to get through 2022, including the strength for our president to get up after falling off his bike. Now look, I'm not trying to get political or anything here, but I do feel like the bike should be arrested for an attempted assassination on the president. That's just my opinion though. But like I said, lucky for Big Joe Biden, we had Morbing time and he had the strength to get through this fall.
I'm good, yeah.
And I really think that was kind of exemplified by one of my favorite Joe Biden quotes. So let's hear that one out real quick.
100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it.
He just has a way with words, honestly. Quote from a legend. That quote could probably bring a grown man to tears, like July's situation, which was pink sauce.
Yeah, grow up.
You see, as a man who loves all things pink, it's my personal favorite color, it's my branding on my personal website. I love that shit. And I'm also somebody who has been known to, indulge in a sauce here and there, throw some sauce on some chicken or whatever. There's no way in any universe, no way in hell that I would ever in my life ingest this. Literally, what in your life have you ever ingested that was that color? Best case scenario, we're talking Pepto-Bismol. Worst case scenario, poison. Why would you do that? I really don't understand that one. I didn't know that you could just sell food without any kind of proper government approval of FDA, anything. You're just able to just say, hey, ingest this shit. Really bad on the people for risking even trying the shit. Why would you spend your money like that? It really had me questioning my faith in humanity. But then August brought a hero along. Luckily, we had people like Corn Kid to come along and save the day.
Me, I really like cone.
There really wasn't a more enjoyable moment, I don't think, in 2022 than Corn Kid. Just was nothing but positivity. He was out hyping up an overhated food, spreading love, donating to charity, doing all kinds of cool shit. Huge shout out to It's Corn Kid. And also, the song is just a fucking banger.
It's cone. Up good corn Kid knobs. It has the juice.
It's just absurd how crazy this song goes. And you know what else is pretty absurd? Holy fuck. Holy fucking fuck. Words from 2022's greatest RZA of all time. Gentlemen, take notes. The man has a way with words. Plain and simple. Nice. I need to rub one out. Then my head will clear. Ha ha. Delete this immediately. Ha. Ha. Yes. Thank you. And October hit and the unthinkable kind of happened. Twitter went up into a ball of flames. I mean, honestly, I don't know who would have saw this one coming. Like, poor Elon, really. Like, Twitter at this point is kind of just like a bizarre hellhole. Speaking of bizarre hellholes, actually, anybody checked in on Ohio recently?
Down in Ohio, swag like Ohio, down in Ohio.
Yeah, no, they're doing pretty typical. I've been trying to warn people about Ohio for years now, and it was really great to see that in November things started popping off where people were finally able to see that Ohio was just an atrocious place to be. The place is really only filled with terrible, nightmarish, upside down, bizarro things happening all the time, only in Ohio. Very clear, Ohio is not a place that people really should be. There is one person I do think it might be best if we just put away in Ohio.
It was bad. It was bad for Trump to meet with Nick and Ye.
I think it might just be best if Kanye went to Ohio and just kind of stayed over there for a little while. We had this weird ass interview between Kanye and Alex Jones. There's something wrong with this man. He needs help. Hopefully Kanye gets some mental health, or at least hopefully it kind of fades off into the distance and stops spewing all this hate and everything.
Something of value that they brought to the table, especially
personally don't really listen to any of his music, and I won't be supporting anything that he does moving forward. Okay, I can't lie, I did listen to his most recent track.
I am Adolf Hitler, command of the Third Reich. Little known fact, also dope on the mic.
Hopefully though that 2023 is a much better year than 2022. Always gotta, move forward in life, and I look forward to all the ridiculous shit that comes in the near future. Anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Tell your people that you love them, and I will talk to you all next week. And I don't know what I'm gonna do next week, but we'll see in 2023.